What's up, everybody? Another
What up,
live
shitheads?
stream coming at you guys.
We in here.
We got Koenig already first again. Man is dedicated. I like it.
Nice job, Koenig.
You ready
Here
for
early
this?
too?
Yeah. You ready for this mock draft, Adam? Big dog, knock this out.
Always ready, man. Born ready. You know how it is.
Hell yeah. I want to see if there's any big changes from last week. Some people in some different spots. Looking good. Draft room. Man, I'm seeing a lot of green lights. Of course, we're always waiting on Jag.
Always waiting on Jag. You know how that goes. Jag, we love you, baby.
We'll let a few more people file their way in here. We got 4 in the house right now. Man, how you been, buddy? Hadn't talked to you in a few days in person.
Doing well, man. What's going on? What's the good word out there?
Oh, man. Another day of work in the books, Tuesday night.
Damn right, Zachary. We're always waiting on Jag.
What up, Kyle? Look at that. Yeah, we are looking a little fresh. All right. Just a hoodie. At least my
Mike's
strings
got
are...
the whole look going on. Backwards hat, hoodie, strings.
Yeah, it's that bald head, man.
Hey, no one knows when you got the hat on,
You're
I know
right.
the struggle.
Jag is slow, Kyle. Jag is slow.
Who all we got in here, man?
So I've seen just about every green light in the mock draft room other than Jag and Tyler Lorenz. Big Corey's there, Gump's there, T-Rock, Pat, Buddha, you, me, and our boy Zach. I'm not good. We're good here. All right. I'll give it like a minute, and then we're going to fire this baby up, and we'll go. And if, we do a consensus pick, if somebody wants to auto out, I don't care. We just keep it moving. Keep it moving. How's everybody else doing tonight?
Koenig says it must be the lighting,
How
man.
How you guys doing? It must be the lighting. Yeah, the beard's all right, right? Hey, what are you drinking in that bourbon tonight?
Here you go, shitheads. Right here, we got the ATM on the glass. You know what I'm saying? We got some Sazerac rye in there, Right now, it's the staple. I bought a case of it, and it's really good. So I just keep drinking bottle after bottle, What you got in there, man? Is that UV blue in there?
That's the UV blue and lemonade, my friend. The go-to.
Try
Koenig.
UV blue.
All of our rookie drafts are going to be super flex, tight end, premium. That's really the only thing we play.
Standard at this point, right?
Yeah, yeah. You say that word standard, and I have a PTSD.
It gives you issues from like standard leagues, no PPR.
Yes. Standard scoring leagues. All right, Bob.
Our standard.
What's up, man?
Bob, what's up, man?
Get some fresh blood in these mocks too. That's always a good thing.
Love to have some new people in it,
Let's start messing around. I'll hit the start button. We'll get this baby fired up. Looks like we got Big Corey. Will be making first selection tonight. Let's see what he does here.
Big Corey on the clock. Malik Willis, easy.
I like it.
What do you think, Mike? You think that's going to end up being the consensus 101?
Malik, I think when it's all said and done, you're probably correct. You are probably correct.
2 quarterbacks. Matt Corral goes off the board.
This is
I'll talk. Mike's thinking. This is a critical decision for him here at 104.
Yeah, I gotta go with the boy, man. I can't.
I was gonna say that's got to be a spiller pick.
I can't. We just traded for him today. You got to, right?
You gave T-Rock an easy one at Treylon Burks there, probably.
Go ahead.
We just traded for Spiller. Mike and I co-manage a team, Bomb Squad 2. We'll get into that at another time.
Sure did.
Isaiah Spiller we acquired for Rashad White and Drake London, who I am potentially eyeing here at 109, depending on what happens.
Think we get any random message from Jag? I'm in my car. I could poop in time.
Guys, just hold my pick for 4 minutes. I'll be in.
Just hold my pick.
In case you guys don't know, back at home, we call Jags breaks Because
Yeah.
when we get in startups or mocks now, whatever it is, that's where the holdup is. Jag, come on, man. Thing was moving fast too.
All right, chat, and we'll get a vote here. If you're in chat, who do you
Be prepared.
Who do you think should be the 1-7? Because this is going to be community vote. Because I don't got a lot of faith. I don't got a lot of faith in this man.
Oh.
Yeah.
How you feeling about the start here, Mike?
It's dope. Once we get to the end here, we'll pause. We'll go back and go through the first round. Now that people know that we're actually live streaming the draft, they won't be screaming in the chat about, "Hey, hurry up! Oh, what are we waiting on? What are we waiting on?"
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it.
All right. So who we going with? We got any suggestions? We got Garrett Wilson. We got a lot of Garrett. I'm pretty sure Garrett Wilson.
That looks unanimous, man.
Yeah, that looks.
Garrett Wilson.
That looks unanimous. All right.
Man, Jag lucked out to get Garrett Wilson there.
Good pick, Jag.
Way to go, buddy. Right on time.
That's probably the best pick Jag's ever going to make.
Wow.
All right.
Damn,
let's get
Jag.
it popping
You
again.
hate to see it.
Bye, Buddha.
All right.
Sam Howe. I like that.
Buddha, you just made my decision.
All right,
Let
Adam.
the listeners know. We got a minute here to talk through you here. Once Garrett Wilson was decided for Jag, to me, 109 was an easy. I'm taking Sam Howe or I'm taking Kenneth Walker. So with that being said, the choice was made for me. Kenneth Walker, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about it here at the pause, but man, I think that's a value at 109.
That is, I'll take that. We'll see. I haven't seen a green light from our man Bert. Oh, there it is. Popped right up.
Liebert.
Speak of the devil.
Liebert.
Speak of the devil. Let's see what our Canadian friend takes here. Is there any Canadian players in the first round, do you think? Hockey?
Say Rich.
I don't know if that man's draft eligible, is he?
I think he might be now.
Drake London, Big
Drake
Drizzy.
London.
I like that.
That's a good pick there.
Tyler and Zach to finish up the first round. Jamison Williams. I like that. That's probably in the ballpark.
All right, I'm not good. Show us what you got, man.
This is kind of a swing pick here.
This is the start of your swing right here.
You get that 12th pick, you get to figure out a lot if you're sitting on it here. All right, George Pickens. So let's go back, recap the first round real quick. 101, Malik Willis. 102, Breece Hall. 103, Matt Corral. 104, Isaiah Spiller. Treylon Burks, Kenny Pickett, Garrett Wilson, Sam Howe, Kenny Walker, Drake London, Jamison Williams, and George Pickens. Anything stand out to you?
This went about what I would think, honestly. George Pickens, Jamison Williams, David Bell for me, all there in the back first. Right here early should be David Bell going.
Mm-hmm.
The rest is about right. Honestly, this looks like a standard, what I think should be happening right about now. I do think Walker's a value at 109, but 109, I can understand why he's falling there. I mean, the guys in front of him make sense.
I want to touch on, too, this, Treylon Burks falling to 1.5. I'll put falling in quotation marks.
Falling. The consensus 101 by some.
By some, yes.
Not us.
I think at the end of the day, this is probably more in line with what you're going to see. He might jump up to that 3-4 spot.
Right.
But I'm going to assume that the top quarterback, which I fully believe you're right, is going to be Malik Willis when it's all said and done. And either Isaiah Spiller or Breece Hall will be the 1-2 in these drafts.
Yep.
The earliest I can see as a consensus for Treylon Burks is probably the 1-3.
Right.
But if, say, Breece Hall and Isaiah Spiller both get good draft capital and Matt Corral gets good draft capital, this is probably what you're going to see in a lot of drafts. As good as Treylon is, it's just positional scarcity, man. Like,
it's what you should see. It's what you should see.
You're not always – there's going to be the people – I mean, I seen Jamar Chase going 102 in some drafts last year, which was –
right.
Whatever. I mean, I'd rather have Najee or take a shot on Lance or Fields, but that's me. I get it. Whatever.
Yeah.
The back part of the draft, I mean, you're pretty much just taking who falls to you. I think these are all kind of just falling in line. I would make a case for Drake London where Garrett Wilson is, but not a big deal. Sam Howell, if he gets good draft capital.
So wait, real quick.
Top 20, I'd push him over Garrett Wilson, and he should be the 1-7.
Real quick, you're saying you got Drake London ahead of Garrett Wilson?
I've had Drake London as my wide receiver 2 for a hot minute. I know we've talked about it before on a podcast. It's
not spicy. I just want to make sure that's what you're saying. Yep.
It is nothing against Garrett Wilson. He's dope as fuck too. Like,
yeah.
I know he's just a lot of people's wide receiver too. So that's why I say, just in my opinion, I'm probably more of a London over Wilson guy, but it's still early, especially in my wide receiver evaluation. So
yeah.
The rest of it played out like it was. We'll stop bullshitting about it and let's kick off the second round.
Yep. Let's get into round 2, man.
Let's see what Zach does here. Oh, JB's in the building.
JB.
What's going on, JB?
JB was cracking.
Yeah, you're right. Like, seeing Burks fall that far isn't standard from what you've seen, but I imagine the longer we go, you're going to see more and more of it. But,
yeah. Yep.
All right. Kyron Williams, David Bell. That's a good start. I think if you're sitting on the 2-1 to 2-2 this year, you're feeling pretty good about your choices of what's going to be there for you.
That's why I was telling, I forget which patron. It was a good deal he's making to move on from the 201, but man, 201, 202.
Yeah.
I want those picks, man. I really want those picks in this year's class.
I got, again, I don't know if it's hot takey because of how early it is, but David Bell is right up there, the top tier of these wide receivers.
Yep.
I definitely want him over Jameson Williams and George Pickens. But that's me.
Yeah.
Lave at 2-3.
I figured there's a chance my guy was going to go. But here we are. Simple decision for me.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Man of my heart. Man of my heart.
Got to go with what you believe, man. Ooh, Trey McBride at 2-5 is
might be a little spicy, but I like it.
I think this is the range where if you're going to pull on McBride or Weidermeier,
might as well.
This is probably, since we're caveat, this is tight end premium.
Yeah.
I don't mind it in mid-second. It's about where you probably are going to have to pull the trigger if you want to make sure you get him.
Well, look what he's taking him over. Oh, we got to make another pick for Jag here, too.
Come on, Jag.
Damn it, Jag. Banned forever.
Jag, you may not be invited next time. Damn. Mr.
Chat.
Hey, truly, the man is living up to his name on the first duo live stream we've ever had here.
Fucking breaks. What we got, chat?
That's why you pour up a heavy one, ladies and gentlemen, back home, because my man Breaks is in here giving us the time.
2-6. What are you guys feeling? Who do you want to go with? I know what my pick would be, but want to hear a few different opinions. This is
let's get the audience in, man. I know what my pick would be too.
Yeah. Just want to see if there's a consensus here. There's some good players still on the board here. This is kind of why I say
pick Ritter, because that's a Jag pick. Damn, I love that shit.
That
is coming right at my man Jag.
That's savage. So the first real suggestion, Dotson.
Okay.
All right. We're going to keep this moving. Who you got? You'll be the second vote. I'll be the tiebreaker.
I mean, for me, I think right here, I actually want to take Tyler Algier, man.
You want to go Algier? Wow.
That's what I would be doing right here.
Wow. You know what? Yeah. All right.
Bob Nixon.
Bob wins.
Talk to him.
Bob wins.
Yeah, 2 of them. Ricardo.
All right. I like it. I can't argue.
Ooh. Go ahead, Mike. Who's your consensus there? Who were you leaning?
I was going to go with just a safe vanilla Jahan Dotson, but we're going to get spicy. I'm a big Algier fan, so
where are you going to take him then? If that's like, where are you looking to hopefully grab him?
Right
I
here,
think that's about
2-7.
right, mid-second. Okay.
2-7, 2-8. Some people are going to put Rashad White over him. They're going to put Jahan Dotson over him. Son of a
I'm not
Knight.
doing that. Wow. T-Rock. That was a quick one, too.
See, this is where this is that range where it's just I'm not man. Zonovan Knight's kind of spicy, but I like it. I like it.
So you got Rashad White over. You got Rashad White over Wandale?
Yes. Yeah. I'm probably out on Wandale.
Okay. Size?
Yeah. 5'7", man. I can't.
So that's a Rondale. Learn from Rondale. Wandale's out.
And if all right, I still kind of believe in Rondale, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at the two profiles side by side, it isn't even close.
Rondale's is way better.
Yes.
Not even close.
And if a guy with a much better prospect profile can't really impress in the league, right? We're at this. Why would I want to take a shot on a shittier prospect? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Let that be somebody else's problem. I'd rather miss and be wrong than
so where are you pulling on?
Roster.
Where are you pulling on Wandale? Where would he be? Is he a third now?
Yeah. Man, the problem is, once you start getting in the third, you're just kind of in home run territory anyways. I think the early third is probably a good spot for him, to be honest.
Did you see, I forget who it was, man. My day was busy. Did you see that mock that had Desmond Ritter going first round today?
Doesn't matter, man. I seen some dude from PFF tweet that shit out too. Should be the QB1 off the board.
Oh, my
All
goodness.
right. We'll pause it, recap the second round here real quick.
Yep.
201, Kyron, David Bell, Chris Olave, Carson Strong, Trey McBride, Tyler Algier, Jahan Dotson, Zonovan Knight, Rashad White, Christian Watson, Isaiah Likely, and Desmond Ritter.
Yeah.
Ho-hum, first three picks. First four picks, really. Carson Strong needs to be in this conversation here. The spiciness didn't happen until Trey McBride, but inside in premium, we kind of touched on it when it happened.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pull on in the middle of this second round. You guys are going to find here, outside of the Zonovan Knight, which may or may not actually come to fruition here as being consensus, but once you get to kick him out, 208, 207, 208, the rest of the second round is just kind of it's whatever. These guys are kind of in a tier themselves. So if you're wanting to get a Trey McBride or tight end one, the actual tight end one in Jaylen Weidermeier, you're going to have to pull probably here in this 207, 208 range. And in tight end premium leagues, people might jump up here. I can't see him going in the first four picks. Can you?
No. Can I see him going there? Sure. People do crazy shit all the time. But I would, man, that would be crazy, in my opinion, to take, the guys ahead of him. Even maybe Olave you could take him ahead of, but there is no way I'm taking him ahead of those guys right now. No
I guess
way.
if Carson Strong got third round draft capital,
yes,
you know what I mean?
Right. I don't think that happens, but you're right. If Carson Strong
kick him out,
a third rounder, you bounce him down. That's fair.
You just bounce him out of the second round, pretty much.
I think Algier could be a late riser, man. I do. You already know.
Algier, Dotson, Zonovan Knight, T-Rock with the surprise pick there. I actually don't hate it. Zonovan Knight graded out really highly for Ray.
Yeah.
From what I saw, which was kind of surprising. We haven't got to watch much tape on him, so I'm kind of excited when we get to sit down and actually break into the film and see what he does. But
yeah.
Nice late riser. Rashad White, I don't know if you got to see my little interaction with Nelly Analytics. Analytics.
Yeah. I did see that one.
Rashad White comps to David Johnson.
But, all right. Well, I'll stay out of that one. But I don't see it with the frame, man. The frame looks thin.
I don't see what David Johnson was a little thicker. I think it's
David
more
Johnson was built, man, coming out.
It's more of the analytic profile, especially in the receiving game.
Yep.
He would have the best analytic profile for a back in the receiving game since David Johnson. I think that was the gist of the tweet.
Yeah.
But, that's pretty high praise, especially because David Johnson was a wide receiver at one point in college.
Yeah.
And then transitioned to the running back.
For sure. I think the thing with White too is his receiving chops are really nice. So if he lands in the right spot, maybe I don't know. It's not a guy I'm gonna probably be heavily invested in, honestly. The other really spicy one here, after Watson at 210.
Isaiah
I
Likely.
love Isaiah Likely, man. I told you last one I wasn't on here, but I'll be pounding the table for him in the third. At 211 though, that's making a statement, especially ahead of Weidermeier. Wow.
In this at 212, I couldn't be prouder. Big Corey, a man of my heart. As much as I will shit on Desmond Ridder, there are still a good chance that some NFL team is dumb and takes him in the first round.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me you're going to get a first round NFL quarterback at the 212? Just from what we know now, that is a risk I would take 100 times out of 100.
Yeah,
That back end of the second, early third at 3-1, 212, 211, sign me up. I'm drafting Desmond Ridder everywhere. If I miss, who gives a shit? If I hit, oh man, I don't even like him as a prospect or a player, but if he gets first round draft capital, you best believe I will hype him to the moon in every league just so I can get off him. Like, hey, give me a first and 23. It's a starting quarterback, a first round guy. Here you go. And I will happily move on.
It's easily though, at that point, like 212, you're pretty much, it's a dart anyway, right? So
yeah.
One of the skill players could miss, but if Ridder gets first round draft capital, it's a value bump immediately right there. Yep. So like if you're doing this like we are now, pre-NFL draft, and he gets first round draft capital, that is, like, honestly, I probably would know he would not stay on my roster very long if that happens. That's when I move him, right? Like that's just the reality. Someone go call Jack's mom to see if he's okay. Koenig, man. Koenig.
All right, we'll kick this off third round. Big Corey is up. We'll see what he does here. Last round, we're only going to do 3 rounds. I mean, I think I'm going to leave that pretty much standard. Fourth round is definitely go get your guy season.
Yep, go get him.
Especially we haven't even had the combine yet. I understand the prospects in there, but damn, like I know a lot of people like the more casual ones would be like, who the hell is this dude?
Right.
Never heard of him. All right, so Jaylen Weidermeier, my tight end 1, been my tight end 1 for a while.
I have a tough time picking between Trey McBride and Jaylen Weidermeier, to be honest.
You having a tough one?
When we were doing our ranks, it's a coin flip for me.
Do you think? All right, so I pose a question here while I'm trying to make this pick, even though I should be making this pick. You
got a minute and a half. You got at least as much time as Jag took.
Damn, man, this is where it sucks. Right? Because there's no way this dude should be here in reality.
Talk to the people, man. Talk to them.
But there's another guy that I like more. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Wow. I don't feel good about it.
Man, he was just crapping on him, but at 3-4, it's a steal.
Yeah. Right? Like, I got to.
Honestly, man, I'm not out on him, but I'm with you. Like, I don't want to take him too early either.
He was like a mid to early second at one point, right?
Yeah. Yep.
See, that's the one, Justin Ross at 3.6, where it's just like, if those two are staring me in the face, what do you do? What do you do?
Oh. So you took Wandell over Ross.
Yes.
You're still there, right? I am, for sure.
Even though I don't want to be, my heart says no. My head says yes. All right, so we got off track there while I was trying to make a mock draft decision, like it was gonna, change the outcome of my life.
These are pivotal decisions. God damn,
Jag's on the clock again. All right, chat. While I go through this, you hit it up. Put it in the chat who you'd like here. Most folks get it.
We got a love. Ricardo with the love Pierce here.
The Trey McBride, Jaylen Weidermeier thing. Do you think you're having such a hard time with it because of the Senior Bowl, and all we've gotten is like news and hype on Trey McBride, and we haven't heard anything about Jaylen Weidermeier? Like, do you feel like that influences your decision at all? Because everything you're hearing is Trey McBride.
Yeah.
But Jaylen Weidermeier didn't play in the game. He wasn't at the Senior Bowl. Wasn't eligible for the Senior Bowl. So of course, like, we don't have any hype on him, right?
Yep. I was this morning talking with Ray in the Heisman Discord chat, and he made a good point how Weidermeier doesn't need to be there. That's for him. It's still his tight end one. I think a lot of the hype has given me some decision making between the two. Honestly, man, I'm having a hard time picking because the truth still is, though, as much we haven't seen or the hype's not there with Weidermeier, man, he's got size, speed. He's got all the things you want out of a tight end that's going to give you a lot of upside. So for me, it's really tough call.
I like that. We'll give Jag Brian Robinson. That's his boy.
B-Rob, you deserve B-Rob, Jag.
He doesn't deserve much at this point.
Wow.
I'm disappointed. This is 2 mock drafts in a row. I'm disappointed.
Damn, Jag.
All right, Bob. You kick it back off, my friend. We can count on you. We can't count on Jag.
Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, I get that, Corey, man. Ross and Weidermeier at 301, if you're staring down the barrel of that decision, that's going to be a tough one.
This one is easy for me.
You think?
Well, I got a minute and 18 seconds. Talk to me. You sounds like it's not easy for you. So I already know what I'm going to pick. I got the button ready. Before I make it, give me your thoughts, man. Talk to the people. Let's talk to the shitheads.
I'm scrolling through right now.
Okay.
And there's nobody that stands out to me.
It's not a name that you're scrolled to yet, I don't think.
No? Pretty far down there?
I think it was a later ad for Sleeper.
Could be. Very well could be.
I'll give you a hint when I'm looking at running back.
Well,
running back.
Master Teague.
Yes. He's come out. He's declared, ladies and gentlemen, Master Teague.
I don't know, man. Pierre Strong. No, it couldn't be Pierre Strong. Ty Chandler.
No. I'm going to go ahead and make it. Here you go.
Go ahead. No. Fuck out of here.
Okay. You don't like
Tyler Batty. I like that. Man, Jerome Ford was supposed to be 220. He's not 220. He's 210. All right, so that changes it for me. The more I started thinking about Jerome Ford.
Jared Dokes.
Yes. You remember how many shots I was taking on Jared Dokes last year?
Of course, man.
All right, let's look at the competition in front of Jared Dokes. Myles Gaskin, Malcolm Brown, Salvin Ahmed, right?
What if
Jared Dokes could not sniff the fucking field with those dumpster turds in front of him?
Mm-hmm.
And you know who Jared Dokes held at bay in college?
Jerome Ford.
Correct. What's the fucking appeal?
I mean, the 210 thing, how many times have we seen weights shifted?
I understand that.
So you telling me if he checks it at 215, 220, like you drastically give it different from 210? Right now, like, because we don't know what he's going to weigh in at.
Listen, he has the questions about his production, right?
Yep.
Not being able to beat out Jared Dokes. If he weighs in at 220 and runs what people say he's going to run, I'm going to be higher on him and take a shot because he has that elite speed score.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Point blank.
Yep.
That's it. That is a pure thing. And I know people are like, well, 10 pounds don't make that big of a difference. It makes a huge fucking difference.
No. I
running backs that run 4.4 at 220 plus are a rare breed, and they don't miss very often, right?
I just mean he could if he checks in at 205, I'm very concerned. I'd be out. But like when they say 210, you could see that guy check in at 215 and not be surprised at all. So for me at 3.9, the upside of size adjusted speed score, I think he absolutely could flop. I think most people in this range could. So I'm swinging I'm swinging on upside with Jerome Ford. I understand Jared Dokes held him off the field. I understand that the production, the analytic side is questionable. But at 3.9, like, okay, who would you strongly decide to take over him?
Over him? I'd definitely take Ty Chandler. I would definitely take Tyler Batty. The queue just went away, but man, I'm gonna pull it up here too.
Yeah,
just
go ahead. Pull it up.
jog that old memory here. I'll just pull up the latest.
While you're doing that, let's go. I'll go through. I mean, Weidermeier at 3-1.
That's a steal.
That is a savage shithead steal.
Yeah.
Sky Moore at 3-2s. Late riser, Senior Bowl stuff. I mean, man, I don't know. You still taking him at 3-2? You think that's about right?
Why not? I mean,
yeah. I mean,
there are people who have him mocked in the first round of the NFL draft.
If he goes first round, third round in the rookies, I got no problem there. Dwayne Eskridge style, right? Kevin Harris, good with it. I think Wandale for you is, man, I think at 3-4, either one of Justin Ross or Wandale is great value. Pierce, I'm good with. I bet you will end up seeing Robinson probably go higher than this in a lot, but I still just, I don't know. I don't really want parts of Brian Robinson. McCormick, Ford, Batty, Cook, Chandler. I guess you're kind of picking your flavor. Those are all running backs, 3-7 to 3-12. You're kind of picking your flavor, your upside pick. So
you're also just kind of just shooting your shot at the guy. I'm giving you a little too much grief on Jerome Ford because there's really only a handful of guys who like at 3-9 I would definitely take over him.
Yeah.
Batty, Chandler come to mind for one. I would honestly rather have Zamir White, even though he's a 0 in the passing game.
Yeah, he still worries me. I could, if you took any one of those three over Ford, I'm not going to fight you. I think there's a chance Ford, if he has that size adjusted speed score, could be a late riser. He could be a value at 3-9.
There are a lot of people on Twitter, and especially our boy Matt Bruning.
Campus to Canton.
Slowly converting me to the Abram Smith fan.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sean Corbin was actually kind of surprising, especially when we got to see race film grades on Sean Corbin. So
right.
Another guy that I think would at least be in the mix. For me, I think one that gets forgotten, Charlie Kohler. I mean, it's Iowa State. Iowa State. But
what's
Charlie
funny
Kohler
is,
at tight end at that spot, yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is that had Ford not been there, I would actually have went Kohler.
Really? Okay.
Just because of tight end premium.
Yep.
I think he's the fourth guy for me in tight end premium I'm willing to take a shot on, and then I'm basically done.
Again, one that's kind of been forgotten, Jalen Tobert. Deserves to be in the third round, I think.
Yep.
I mean, a guy that looks like that who plays wide receiver, come on.
Yeah.
If you can't spend the 311 on him, do you even football, bro?
Why do we think he's fallen a lot lately? He has seeming to be falling in the dynasty space.
I don't know. Man was at the Senior Bowl too. I don't know. I didn't hear much about him other than he was just rocked up. So maybe that's he's built like a brick shit house. He looked good physically.
I probably should have given him a little more consideration there at 3-9 too.
I mean, I haven't watched the tape on him, but I've seen the highlights, and I'm like, I understand it's
South Alabama highlights.
University of South Alabama versus
the Jaguars,
Sisters of St. Mary's Christian Culinary Academy, or whoever the fuck they play. But you know what I mean,
versus the South Harmon Institute of Technology shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think our film would be worse. If they played out, I'd pull a hammy first play, be out 3 to 6 weeks. Yeah, I do think you're right, Koenig. A lot of it is you just falling because of positional scarcity. In the third round,
that's fair.
Why not shoot your shot at one of these running backs? And because we've had James Robinson and we've had Elijah Mitchell, and I mean, A.J. Dillon got shit on, and you look at where he's at in his value. Tony Pollard was kind of a blah. And,
even Gibson went in the third sometimes. A lot of times second, but he went third, so.
I think that was more just because the class was so damn deep. But
that's true.
But
people could be still chasing that type of idea.
Yeah, completely agree. So maybe that has some of it to play. It's going to be interesting. So what we plan on doing is we're going to keep a spreadsheet. We're going to track every one of these mock drafts. We're going to do one a week. Tuesday nights, 8:30 seems like a good time. We'll just keep it central. Excuse me. But 30, 40 minutes, we'll bang these out. We appreciate you coming in. Hopefully next time we'll get all 11 or all 11 other ones, 10 other ones if you include Adam, Jag, to actually show up.
Hey, Jag. God, hey, you know what, man? Jag, bro, you paid for the Heisman, our high end tier. You did this last week. Put this out. I mean, damn. Come on, man. Can't come in.
Let's do that. Let's go through this real quick, the last couple of minutes, and then we'll get out of here.
All right, bet.
If we had to grade somebody's draft, right? And I mean, it's fucking mock draft, so it's kind of whatever. But T-Rock getting Burks, having the balls to take Zonovan Knight, and then still landing Dameon Pierce.
I like Dameon Pierce a lot. I think. All right, so I would say Burks, value-wise at 105 is correct. It's a good one for him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got to go take your shot, right? Zonovan Knight, you want to go do it, go ahead and do it. But I don't feel that at 2.8, man. That would be my knock on this draft. Otherwise,
okay.
105 and 305 is great. So, but hey, Zonovan Knight, you taking the shot on it. That's all right.
Let's look at another one of my favorite, Big Corey. Malik Willis, Desmond Ridder at 212, and then landing Jaylen Weidermeier and tight end premium at 3-1. That's pretty fucking disgusting. Like a good draft right there.
I looked through a bunch of these. I looked through a bunch of these. I could make cases for a few. Man, I think that's the best one though, because I think Malik, as long as he's going to be drafting the top 15 picks, is maybe a little riskier for some, but he's the most upside in the first round of the class, I think. Ridder at 212, pre-landing spot. Like, if he gets first-round draft capital like we discussed earlier, that's just a value bump off the rip. And then Weidermeier at 3-1 is tight end 1, tight end 2, 1A, 1B, whatever you want to call it in the class at 3-1 and tight end premium. That's I think Big Corey had the best draft, man. I do.
Props to Tyler Lorenz and our boy Zach. I'm not good there at the back end of the draft. Like, that's kind of in mock drafts, it's kind of a shittier place to draft. But
right,
you take the guys that fall to you. I want everybody to see like this group of 6 picks.
Yeah.
At the back half of this draft, Jameson Williams, George Pickens, David Bell, Kyron Williams, James Cook, Tyler Chandler. All guys I like. And if they fall to those exact spots and you are holding those picks, just keep that in mind, that this draft is actually sneaky good. And one thing I want to recommend too, why you look at this right now, and this is subject to change, just real quick, last thing before we get out of here. Look at these wide receivers here in these 5 out of 6 picks here. London, J-Mo, George Pickens, David Bell, Chris Olave. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big Chris Olave fan, but he belongs in that conversation with some of those guys, right?
Just because he's going to get the capital, we already know.
Yes. If you're at the top of the draft here and you have an early second-round pick, there is absolutely no reason you should be taking Treylon Burks.
Don't do it, man.
Don't do it. Do yourself a favor, take the best quarterback or the best running back available to you in the top part of the draft and come back here where the depth of the wide receiver position really starts to show off, and take you a Drake London, a J-Mo, a Pickens, a David Bell, a Chris Olave, even a Jahan Dotson if that's like your flavor, because he can get pushed up a little bit farther as well.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
The point is, when you look at these draft boards, that's one thing to take away from it. Say you don't have one of these picks. Mm-hmm. How much easier is it to acquire one of these picks to take one of these wide receivers than it is to take one of these up here to acquire one in the top 4 or 5, right? The cost of acquisition is a lot less back here.
It's premium. And we discussed on our last patron show. If you want to go check that out, if you're seeing this after the fact, come join us up. $1 a month, you can get access to all of our podcasts in the past. Broke down the top 12 dynasty wide receivers right now. Quite a few of them actually go in this range here. Drake London. Mm-hmm. So right here, 110, 111, 112, 21, 202, 203, 204 even probably. These picks are where you're going to land potentially a wide receiver that really vaults in value. Like last year, you had guys like Jaylen Waddle, Rashad Bateman, Devontae Smith, Elijah Moore, right? Rondale Moore, as much as he didn't pan out, like the idea of him could have worked, and that's where you're going to take him in that range too. So we have 4 guys in that range that are top 20 dynasty wide receivers now. So for Mike and I, it's just the positional scarcity. Using a 103, 104 pick on Treylon Burks versus getting one at 110 to 204, the cost of acquisition is too much different. And on top of it, there's so many guys down the list in wide receiver that can give you replacement level points. It just doesn't make sense. Mike and I talked about it. It's kind of funny. We're not going to have any shares of Treylon Burks. We did an auction startup, the Bomb Squad 2. And only because it was auction, we ended up getting Treylon Burks. So that was our one.
$61.
We got him for 6% of the budget, which was a steal. But in startups and in rookie drafts, we're so highly unlikely to get him. So
yeah, exactly what you said, Liebert. I mean, it is only these mock drafts in here and stuff too. The regular draft, your rookie drafts are going to be linear. The main point is, don't waste one of these early picks on wide receivers when you can easily talk to one of these guys who is drafted in the back half, 110, 111, 112, 201, 202, 203, and just see what it costs to move up to take a wide receiver there if you really wanted to get a wide receiver out of this draft. It's going to be a lot cheaper than letting one of these quarterbacks or running backs, get taken by somebody else, and you take the wide receiver, and then down the road you need the running back or the quarterback, and people are going to bend you over on the price. The wide receivers, on the other hand, like people, especially in the rookie draft, they're like, these picks are just whatever. Yeah, sure. Give me your mid to late second and something next year. You can move up and have this pick. Like, people are more agreeable.
Yeah. I mean, man, I'm looking through this one last time before we get out of here. There's a couple crazy ones. What do we got there? I'm really excited for the fate of Field League ATM. I have 107, 109, 201. I'm stoked for all the receivers there. Yeah, that's 107. Especially knowing that, I would tell you at 107, I'd probably try to grab one of the quarterbacks. And then 108, 109, 201, maybe take your receivers. But you're going to have a lot of options there. Those are great picks to have.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I look back through this, there are some values here. I think the top value, it comes back and why I think Big Corey's was the best, is probably Weidermeier at 3-1, and then just on the upside, if he gets first round draft capital, Ritter at 212. Those are the two that stand out the most to me, I think.
For sure. All right, anything else you want to get? We'll hop off here. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are watching live, after I do every one of these mock drafts, I hop over to the Discord. Oops, excuse me. Discord. We'll pop in the shit talk channel, the voice channel, and bullshit some more. So head on over there if you wanted a little more content. We'll just hang out, shoot the shit, talk about stuff. But anything else you wanted to tell them before we shut this baby down?
No, we're live streaming. Sounds like right now, once a week, Tuesdays for now. And this is what you wanted, man. Coming right to your eye sockets, your eye holes. Here we are.
Right,
got you.
There. Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, well, we're not going to let Jag get any more of these.
Jag, man. Damn. What are you doing? 2 in a row?
Ding, 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 ding. Shame.
I mean, we
ding,
what,
ding, ding.
What did we do, man?
Shame.
It was shame. I mean, we had what? We had to ask 2 people to fill up. We might as well ask for 3, Jack. Damn. You know what the time was too. I don't want to hear any of that BS.
All right, we appreciate
you, Jack.
We're out of here.
Peace.